Hi everyone. Today I have Abhijit with me. He's a newly joined full stack engineer at Argonaut and he just completed his first month here. So today we'll just talk to him about his experience and get to know more about him. Hi Abhijit.
Hi, Gohan. Thanks for having me. And yeah, hi everyone watching this.
Great. So to start off, how was your first month at Argonaut been? And can you share a brief overview of your experience and initial impressions of the company?
Sure. So I found Argonaut one morning while browsing HN randomly, and I always have had a wish of joining an cloud infrastructure company. And I'm really grateful that I came across Argonaut because it really aligned with my views about how the DevOps space should be. It really aligned about what the work I wanted to do. And I've always been a proponent of developer experience, and the fact that we cater to developers as our main clientele was also a very good plus point for me. So yeah, I after a really good interview experience, I joined Argonaut, and it has been productive. It has been fun, but uh, I can't stress this enough. It has been a really good learning experience, not
Mhm.
only about the domain, but about how I approach problems as a developer and where I fall short as a developer. Uh, yeah, so it has been really good. We'll talk more about it. The experience was Surya onboarded me on the first day, giving me an overview of the processes and the projects of the company, clientele, what do we cater to, how many clients we have, everything.
Mhm.
And I had a one-on-one with teammates, which wasn't able to meet in entanglement, like Ankit and Madhav mainly. All the other engineers, including Madhav, of course, helped me on board, got me a little deeper insight into the processes, helped me set up development environments and stuff. Everyone is really helpful, and we communicate well. All in all, I'm happy with how things are going. The efforts for making it even better are there, obviously, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the next month
Mhm.
and the months to come. Yeah.
Lovely to hear that. So can you tell us a little bit about what projects or tasks have you been involved in so far?
Right. So initially, I started off with a really good first issue, which gave me an overview of how things work. Like it was a really small issue, but it was luckily a good issue, as in it combined the front end and back end integration. And as my role of a full stack developer, I definitely needed to know this. Yeah, so that was there. I was given a task after that to enable the provision of GPU resources and attachment of GPUs to existing resources
Mhm.
where GPU was available, of course. This was mainly a front end task, as the back end for this was already done. The front end task involved just writing up a input field and checking all the edge cases and stuff. After that, I picked up a significantly bigger chunk of task along with Ankit, the senior engineer at Argonaut. The task was to completely revamp the API integration for the library apps we have, that is the add-ons like Datadog, external DNS and stuff, and some custom apps that users would want to install in the resources or something like that, including help charts with the help of help charts and stuff. So we worked on that. Front end had a couple of more features like we enabled the provision of secret mounts, runtime variables, and Kubernetes manifests. That were the new features. Along with that, a really significant change was the performance boost we got in certain pages because
Mhm.
the APIs were more performant. The APIs were made to be staggered, as in not wait for the last thing to load, but show the data, sequentially to the users, so users feel a kind of a perceived performance boost. That was done, and all in all, it was a good experience to learn how the things work. And yeah, I collaborate with Ankit, as I said, and it's been more than 2 weeks for that the feature. There were a lot of changes in the back end, a lot of changes in the front end, a lot of testing had to be done.
Mhm.
Apart from that, yeah, styling was better, performance was better. Yeah, a lot of things were done. Uh, Parallelly, I was given another task, which was the last task I might be talking about. The task was to improve the performance of a few other pages because clients were noticing a
Mhm.
significant regression in performance on a few of the pages. I worked on those. I spent a good amount of time on our observability tools like Sentry, Post Outdated, or whatever things, and to find out what the outliers were and what were causing the issues in the first place and how do we go about solving it. I implemented a quasi-permanent issue. That is, I implemented prefetching in certain pages, so that would improve the perceived performance of the pages. Like if you are on a certain page and you go to a certain page, a different page, the data for that page would be preloaded on the previous page itself. So that gave a sense of snappiness. Is basically made the experience snappier.
Mhm.
Yeah, these were all the projects I'm working on. I'm yet to work on something that is more back-end heavy. Yeah, and I'm going to sync up with Surya shortly on that. I'm really excited for that as well.
Nice. So I think looks like I've been collaborating with a lot, pretty much every team member out there, right? Any
Yep.
standout moments you'd like to share from your experience so far?
Well, there have been a couple of experiences definitely in this 1 month. The GPU issue I mentioned,
Mhm.
that the provision of GPU issues. I actually did not test an edge case, and I kind of broke one cluster creation step. So that was something of an experience. I mean, yeah, I had to debug it on the backend side. That was my first backend issue. Actually,
Mhm.
I wrote some Golang code for that, and I had to write a migration. We fixed that. Prashant was patient and guided me through the whole thing. Definitely was shown the importance of testing all the pieces of the puzzle end to end and not be careless about testing things. Like I did not test it thoroughly. I did not wait for the cluster creation step to complete
Mhm.
after my changes were done. Yeah, to my luck, there wasn't a lot of impact, a negative impact of this, and I pushed a fix in a couple of hours.
Mhm.
But it was a bittersweet experience nonetheless, and bitter as in, I mean, I broke prod, of course, that's a bitter experience. And the positive side to it is I am more vigilant about the test cases that I actually look forward to testing. And yeah, so that was a standard experience. Apart from that, a couple of onboarding issues were present in which
Mhm.
different team members helped me set up development environment and stuff. Yeah, I've never backed off from asking questions. So that worked out in my favor. So
Mhm.
I'm stuck at something. I just ask people and people help.
Sure. So you also said you're very interested in infra space, right? But I think
Hmm.
this is your first job out of college and you're relatively new to the DevOps space as such. So how do you feel about the space overall and how are you keeping up to the speed?
Right. So as I said, working at an infra company has always been a wish of mine, and because I was always attracted to developer tooling, especially cloud tooling, and how at the level the tools worked at.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they're not really low level like operating system stuff, or they're not really high level like front end stuff. So they're at right amount of abstraction which attract me as a developer. Of course, there are a lot of things to learn. For example, I have only heard about Kubernetes and I only knew that they were container orchestrators. I would just manage containers, but the thing that was actually we are using Kubernetes and how much we are using Kubernetes. I've been taking some time to learn about all of them, uh, get up to speed about all of the tools we use, like Terraform, Helm, Argo CD. Uh, I mean, the first couple of standouts were me just Googling a bunch of stuff in parallel when people were telling a bunch of stuff. And yeah, I'm still not done. I mean, I understand that it's not going to take like 1 or 2 months just to catch up, and yeah,
Yeah.
I'm being patient with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of articles sell, videos sell, but the main resource I think is the caliber of our own team. So
Mhm.
if I have any problems, I will not hesitate to ask someone in the team because they have a lot of context about everything that goes on, basically.
Mhm. Okay, thank you so much. That's great to hear.
Yeah, yeah.
To wrap up, do you want to just say anything else? Add on anything else?
Uh, Not really. Like Argonaut has been a really good experience so far. It had, as I said, felt productive. Like I'm working on a lot of things and I'm learning a lot of things. I can definitely see the the slope of my learning versus time increase
Mhm.
as compared to my previous learning experiences. And yeah, I definitely look forward to contributing more, to debugging more. Of course, that's something that's inevitable. Shipping more features, helping more clients, and yeah, that's about it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Abhijit, for joining us today and sharing your
Yeah,
first month experience at Argonaut.
yeah,
Wish you a lot of luck for the upcoming months and upcoming tasks as well.
yeah. Thanks,
Bye.
Duan. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Bye bye.